Hey, it's Ray Felch, and I'm going to talk about Cult of Chucky, which is definitely one of my favorites in this series. I currently have my copy. I got it at Walmart for $15. I put it in this plastic seal thing to protect the slipcover. I love the slipcover. I don't know if it shows real well there. Well, this one was definitely a very interesting one. I'm looking forward to see what we can get for an 8 because this one was crazy. This one had the best opening, I think, ever. Now, before I go ahead of myself, spoilers will be in this review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, please stop right here. Don't go any further. Okay, it starts off with Andy on a date that does not end well because she Googles him and learns about his backstory about when he was 8, talking about the doll. So he goes to this cabin and he opens the safe and has the Chucky head in it from Curse, the one he blew. It turns out he blew half of his head off, so Chucky's still alive like that, and he keeps him around just to torture him. So Andy sits down and lights up a joint, and Chucky wants a hit, and then when he leans his hand and he tries to bite him, so he pulls this blowtorch out and starts blowing at his head. Best Chucky opening ever. And yes, before I neglect to mention, yes, this does have Alex Vincent back from Child's Play 1, 2, and the end credit scene of Curse. That is awesome to know. It's 4 years later where we pick up with Nika in the mental institution where she's been getting electrical shock treatment done, and the doctor convinces her that she is responsible for killing all of her family members. Dr. Flory, man, is this guy a total jerk? We find out that he puts her under hypnotism to rape her, pretty much, and that is just ridiculous. He is a complete prick in this, but it is awesome when you see him get killed. But skipping back ahead, Jennifer Tilly comes to present a good guy doll, and then announces that Nika's niece died, which is unbelievable because she first comes in there acting all normal, and then when the doctor says, "You didn't tell me anything about that," she starts this fake crying, and it's like he's such a bad doctor because she's bullshitting, you can tell. And then when she gets to this minimum security type nut house, basically where there's only a few patients, I love the actress that was Angela because she starts off by saying, "Don't be afraid of me. You're not afraid, right?" And then she's claiming that she's a ghost, which she clearly is not, and is the first to get killed by Chucky because when he's walking around with a knife looking for Nika, he stops and says, "Where is Nika?" She says, "You know where she's at." And then next she's like, "Can you see me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I see you." And she gets into this like little argument with him, and he gets pissed off, saying, "All right, you know what, lady, you're next. I'm going to be right back." And I loved it because she wasn't arguing with him on purpose. I mean, she didn't believe he really existed. She just believes she's seeing and hearing things, and he took it personal and just said, "I'm coming for you." And this is like I think the first time we can say he really. We always knew when a victim was coming when he was going to get him, but this is one time where it's like he's just letting you know you are next. I'm coming back for you. Unlike Andy, because we know he was trying to transfer his soul into him, but you know. Well, he goes after Nika to find that she slit her wrist and was planning on committing suicide. The next morning, you find out that he sewed her wrist shut, and and the blood said, "Not just yet." And then the Angela patient is the one who's got her wrist slit, and it says Chucky did it. It gets into a lively conversation in the meeting with the rest of the patients, believing that Nika may have been the one to do it. This one girl, Claire, believes that she did it. Now, when everybody leaves the room, one good guy doll, because there is two, everybody knows in the trailer, so I don't have to get into that. She attempts to throw one of them away, and it bites her on the arm. She looks on her arm and sees a bite mark. The doctor comes and takes her to believing that she's intending on harming herself. She realizes that at this point the doll is alive, but no one's listening as usual. So Chucky gets her in a very creative way. I won't give that away, but her head is completely chopped off, very much like the Omen in the original when I always forget that actor's name, but the reporter got his head chopped off. It's very much in that way. And actually, I did give that away. Sorry. And we got a patient called Michael that's schizophrenic that believes he's Mark Zuckerberg. I can't say his name right. And other personalities. I mean, he can be doing it though. In the beginning, when she gets there, it was pretty funny actually because you didn't really expect that to happen. They end up having a little sex scene, and you think that at the moment that he's on her side because he agrees with her about Chucky. They're all nuts a little bit in there anyway, but he seemed like he was on her side. But then he ends up in this moment where he's confronted with with a good guy now, and you think that he might be Charles Lee Ray. He even says that he is Charles Lee Ray. Now, spoiler alert again, I'm going to let you know he is not Charles Lee Ray. He's just got voices in his head, so he believes it, but is not. And I was relieved, actually, to find out he wasn't, because we didn't need it going down that road. Then we got this woman patient, Madeline, who takes one of the good guy dolls in as her baby. And she even breastfeeds the damn thing. That was pretty cool, actually. I thought that was interesting. And let me think a second. Carlos, Nurse Carlos, which is a gay man, by the way. He has a boyfriend, he says, or husband. He doesn't really like Nika. Nobody's really happy that she's there. They believe that she murdered her family and does not deserve the easy way out of it. And he gets chopped up real good. I won't say how that happens, because if you've seen it, you'll know. But we'll get into that. You'll get into that when you see it. Don't worry about that. And yeah, Andy Barkley is back. But I will say one thing, that I'm happy he's back. But at the same time, after all this week, it kind of seems useless. I was a little bothered by that, because I kind of wanted him to be like the Donald Pleasance of the series at this point, where he comes in to rescue the day, shoots 6 shots, and then, Chucky gets up and gets away, kind of like that, with Halloween. There is a scene where he does actually shoot a good guy doll that way, but he ends up wasting bullets, and it becomes pointless what he did. I mean, I'm going to just have to say, I'm looking forward to seeing it 8 to see where we go, because it just became completely pointless in being there, in a way. And it sucks, because I've been waiting all my life to see this happen, ever since I saw the original when I was 4 years old. I mean, we've been waiting for a proper conclusion for Andy's story, and we're still going to be waiting. Because he gets himself locked in the asylum to try to help Nika, and he just completely wastes his time. I won't give away exactly that one, but yeah, he does shoot a Chucky doll, and it just became pointless, that scene, and I kind of hate that, because I was looking forward to this for a long, long time. Now, I say a Chucky doll because there turns out to be 3 good guy dolls, because what it turns out is that Charles Lee Ray found a way to possess more than 1 doll at a time now. That's right, more than 1 doll. So we have 3 Chucky dolls. One that first gets there, that is basically the leader. We get this one that has like a crew cut. You're gonna love that when you see it. And we got one that shoves his arm down Madeline. Yeah, Madeline's throat and kills her. And the 3 of them are all debating about who should get to kill Andy. And that was an awesome scene too. I mean, so yeah, it's like I did love the idea about the 3 dolls, because there's always something new you can kind of do here. But at the same time, I'm not sure what to think quite yet either. I will admit. And that means technically we have 4 Chucky dolls in a sense, because we got the original Chucky doll head that Andy has in his cabin. So we technically have 4 in a way, but the original Charles Lee Ray is the one that was all scarred up. The head is all that's going to be left that you're going to see. The other 3 are basically like kind of like clones of him, basically, at this point. I mean, they think like him. They have the same goal in mind to want to kill Andy, but they are different in a way. I mean, they have their own personalities in a sense. I mean, yeah, they debate about who should get to kill Andy. And then one of the good guy dolls does, and this is the spoiler alert of the entire series now, does possess Nika. And it is pretty awesome how she ends up like being possessed, and she can walk again once that happens. And it's kind of funny because, we find out Charles Lee Ray is the one that put her in that chair, basically, before she was born, and now corrects it. So Tiffany and her end up driving off as a happy little couple again. And the Tiffany doll makes a reappearance in here and is actually laughing too at the end with them when they're driving off. So there is something big going on here. I don't quite know what yet, but there was multiple possession shit and everything. It was pretty awesome. So overall, what I'd say is I did enjoy this one. I would say it goes 1, 2, cult, because of the Andy story. I'm going to be very clear. Definitely Seed is the least favorite for most people. Definitely in my case. I like it. It's all right. But I mean, this is definitely an awesome one. And if I get a chance, I'm going to definitely pick up another copy just because I'm a Chucky fan, to seal it and can be contained and, just to enjoy. Now, what I do have to say, one thing about, sorry, let me just do this the right way. Because these are going straight to video at this point, I wasn't 100% satisfied with how the doll looks, I'll be honest. They're looking a little cheaper as it gets along, I'd say, Nothing personal. It's not really a horrible thing, but it's like there is something up with the dolls that it's a little annoying. Alright, well, that's about all I can think of right now for Cult of Chucky. I enjoyed it 100%. I've watched it 4 times already. I've got my copies sealed and tight. And I'm looking forward to see what the 8th one brings us, because I think there's a lot more we can have here. At least I hope so. I hope we don't have to wait another 4 years, though, to be honest. I'm hoping we can have it by 2019. That would be awesome. So, yeah, if you'd like to give me a like, tell me if you enjoyed the movie, if you had anything you enjoyed or hated the most about it. And yeah, your just overall opinion. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.